having a wonderful day. I just wanted to pop in and share some tips with you on how to soothe stress and anxiety. I've suffered with stress and anxiety my whole life. Very anxious kind of person. I've struggled with anxiety more than depression, but I have been more anxious, more future focused. And I know this past couple weeks I've been really anxious. This last week, really, I'm going to be taking a trip. I get to see my oldest son. I haven't seen him in almost 8 weeks because he joined the military and now he's finished basic, and I get to finally see him, and I'm just nervous trying to get everything situated and sorted, and life's just been very stressful, and everybody's going through something, whatever helps me. I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys, because I know I get really stressed out. I know I get really anxious, and for anyone out there who could use any of this advice, I'm here to share it. So here it is. Also, on a side note, I have written a blog post on this. If you need more in-depth information, I'll leave the link to my blog in the description. Okay, so tip number 1 is self-coaching, self-rationalizing, positive talk, and affirmations. Like just trying to get your head straight, because I know when I'm anxious or I'm stressing out, my mind just goes down the negative rabbit hole. This is gonna happen, and then I'm just having a bad day, and I let it spiral. But if you can get ahead of it or stop it with just, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get through this moment. This is just a bad moment. I'm gonna get through this. It's gonna be fine. It's not even a bad day. It's good. We're all good. We're gonna make it through this. I'm doing the best I can, and just giving myself some self-love, just doing that. And so there's all kinds of affirmations that you can find online. You can find through Pinterest or Google or whatever that can, maybe some of them resonate with you, and just write it on a Post-it note, put it in your phone, something. So when you're stressed or anxious, just pick it up, pop it open, whatever you need, and just say them a few times, calm yourself down, bring yourself back to a good, healthy level. So there's tip 1. Tip number 2 is hydration and a healthier diet. So there's so many foods out there that can trigger anxiety, that can stress you out. By having an imbalanced gut, by having foods that you have reactions to, even if you're unaware of it, can trigger anxiety, can trigger stress. Being dehydrated will trigger anxiety and stress. So that's one of the first things I do. I start feeling stressed, I'll just drink some cold water. Before I even have the thought to do the affirmations, I'm like, I need to drink something. I need some water in me. I bought myself some big bars of dark chocolate just to, help get my cortisol levels down, because cortisol is the stress hormone. And that is also, the hormone that will increase weight. It'll cause weight gain, or it'll interfere with your ability to lose weight. So if you're stressed out and you're trying to lose weight, you gotta de-stress before anything's gonna happen. Tip number 3 is deep breathing exercises. The one that I have posted in my blog is the 4-7-8 method, where you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7 seconds, and then you slowly release it for 8 seconds, and you repeat that, however many times you need. But I have created a few videos that are posted, and some will be posted later on, that just help with, focusing on the breathing. So if you need that, I'll have some links in my description as well. But yes, it's just breathing in for 4, holding for 7, and then slowly releasing for 8. I'm sure there's other breathing techniques out there. That's just the one that I find the most common for stress and anxiety. Okay, so here's tip number 4. It is my absolute favorite, but it's not number 1, and here's the reason why. It's called earthing. So what you sit or stand, walk barefoot on the ground, in the grass, not cement, but on the earth itself. And you just realign your energy with the earth. And I went through such a hard time last summer. I know I don't really talk about what I went through the last 2 years, but last summer was the peak of my despair. Let's just say it like that. And this was the thing I did daily. I would walk through the grass in my lawn. I would sit, I would lay, I'd stare at the stars. Didn't matter what time of day it was, I was in that lawn anytime I needed to soothe my soul. And it helped me more than anything. But when it's fall and winter, or it's a cold spring, there's no grass, it's very hard to get yourself to put your feet on the bare ground when it's frozen or snow covered. But if you have grass in your relative area, strip off your shoes, stand in that grass, and reconnect with the energy of the earth. It is such an amazing feeling. So give it a try. For tip number 5, I have Incense and Aromatherapy. And this one I use almost daily. Not just for stress, but just to keep my own mental mood happy and neutral, or positive. But my favorite incense are going to be like nag champa or dragon's blood, but also so lavender is very calming, and patchouli can be very calming as well. When it comes to aromatherapy, I know for a fact that lavender is just a very tranquil scent. Like, if you have a diffuser and you're not using lavender, you should go get that. If you're having a hard day, go get lavender. And one thing I did, especially during COVID times, and when it first started and I was working and we had to wear masks for the first time, what I would do to get through my work day, because I didn't want to be at work, I wanted to try to fix the problems I was going through. But when I would go to work, I would put a couple of drops of lavender oil on my mask that I'd be wearing, so that I could keep myself calm and as stress-free as possible. If you get the opportunity, please just try the lavender oil. Pick up some incense that you like. If you don't like one scent, there's so many scents out there that, and if you can't have smoke, definitely go towards the diffuser, go towards the aromatherapy. So for tip number 6 is mindfulness and meditation. So sometimes when I'm really stressed, I have to bring myself back into my center, and I just have to focus on me right now in this moment. I'm not in the situation that I was in. I'm not in the situation that I'm going to have to deal with. Whatever the circumstances is, I'm not in that circumstance. I'm right here. I'm good. I'm safe. And I have that narrative in my mind, and I just relax my inside, like my soul. I bring my energies back to a safe, healthy level instead of being negative. And the same thing when it comes to meditation, it helps calm your mind down, just like the mindfulness does. But meditation, you can use the guided meditations you find online. I hope to make a few soon. I'm still learning. But I have meditation music. I have meditation music with subliminals to help, rewrite the script in your subconscious to be more positive for whatever, thing on your life that you want to enhance, or, whatever you want, whatever obstacles you want to overcome, whatever it is, whatever you want to achieve. So I have meditation videos on this channel as well. But you can find guided meditation, you can find just meditation music, just whatever resonates with your soul. You can listen to it and just listen to your breath. You don't have to listen to a guided meditation. You just sit, 5 minutes, just listen to your breath, just in and out. You don't have to be thinking every time a thought comes in. Don't stress about it, just let it come in and go out. Just just be free. Just let yourself let go of everything. So there's tip number 6. So tip number 7 is music. So music can be used in 2 different ways. And the way I see it is if I'm starting to feel lost or disconnected from myself, I'll put on music that resonates with me. Like if I need energy, I'm going to put on like punk rock or alternative, just something that's going to get my blood flowing, help me reconnect all my energy to myself. Like if I'm starting to feel down or dreary, just listening to that brings me back up. And whatever music that you enjoy that will bring your energy back up, that's the music for you. The other music is meditation music. It doesn't matter if there's subliminals or whatnot. Meditation music is very calming and soothing, and so if you're in a very stressful situation or environment, just listening to it, or even just nature sounds, it is very soothing. And I used this technique a lot the past couple years, going through what I went through, just listening to calming bird noises or the rain, just something that would help calm and bring my energies to a more positive place. So I encourage you to, either if you don't have a music that you like, find a music you like. And if you're in a stressful situation, you can definitely just pop on YouTube, look for a meditation, just music, and just find a way to soothe yourself. Okay, so tip number 8 is rest and sleep. So usually when all else fails and I've tried to calm myself down and tried to de-stress, I've tried to get over whatever is bothering me, it's usually just I really need to go to sleep. And usually a good night's rest or even just a nap helps me significantly. And that is one thing I think the majority of adults in this society, in this world, we are so sleep deprived, especially as parents. We're not getting enough sleep. Adults in general are not getting enough sleep. There's too much demand on us to be up, to be doing something. We have no time to actually rest and relax and take care of ourselves. So, if all else fails, try a nap. Try to get a good night's sleep. Go to bed early. Whatever it is, try that. Okay, so tip number 9 is exercise and yoga. Sometimes, yes, exercise can be stressful. It can increase our stress levels. But in the long run, it is very good for us. It gives us this feel-good, hormones, endorphins, and it will help us. Like, I know that if I'm stressed out, if I jump on the treadmill, my mind gets distracted and I'm not stressing about what's going on. I can just focus on running. I can, turn the switch off and just have a blank mind, and that is very helpful when you have a very anxious mind, is to not be thinking. So exercise is very good. It helps, it'll give you better energy throughout your day so you're not as stressed, because I know that having no energy is stressful. Okay, so tip number 10 is not a technique that I've used, but I've seen it every time I've ever looked up stress or anxiety, and it is a grounding technique. And what it is a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. You bring yourself back into your body. You bring yourself back into the moment by focusing on your senses. So 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, like whatever it is, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you smell. I'm sure this would be a little bit more difficult in some situations, and then 1 thing you taste. Bringing yourself back into your body, back into the present moment through your senses. And I'm sure it's very helpful, or else it wouldn't be all over when it comes to conquering anxiety and stress. I hope these tips help you. I know a lot of those are things that I definitely use almost on a daily basis because I have a pretty stressful life. I have lots of anxiety, but I hope that something sticks out to you. Something can help you with whatever stress or anxiety you experience in your life, because it is not a good feeling, and you want, you want your soul and your emotions to be in a positive place, especially when it comes to manifesting. But just being generally happy, even if you're not trying to manifest anything, just being in a positive mentality and positive energy is healthier. It's better for you in the long run. It's better for you in the short run. So I just encourage you, if there's anything on this list that helps you, just utilize it. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Be true to you, be the light in the world, and thank you.